Hello viewers, welcome to India Today. This is Maruthi Acharya with Sanjay Ponnappa, and today I'm here with the review of Ravi Teja starrer Bhartha Mahasayulaku Wignyapthi. Before getting into further details, I genuinely want to ask you guys something. Firstly, how many people are honestly waiting for a good, solid comeback of Ravi Teja again? Vintage Ravi Teja, this vintage is getting a little overrated. Not like that. A good entertainer from Ravi Teja, that kind of comeback. How many of them are waiting? Second thing, what do you have to say? We will discuss about the film in detail in the review, but what do you have to say about the comedic set pieces in the film? Did that work for you? Mention that also in the comment section below. Now, talking about my experience, if I have to put my experience in one line, this is a better film than recent Ravi Teja outings, at least 4-5 outings. This is much better. But again, if the bar is that low, then yeah, it is better. But if you objectively look at the film, is it really engaging and entertaining? Not fully. I'm not fully happy with the film. Let's get into the details. Firstly, what works in the film? Ravi Teja feels that he's more invested in this film in comparison to all the other previous films, especially the comedy, the portions where it is him trying to crack jokes, it is his mannerisms, whether it is the situations where it is chaos. All those portions, though there are some portions where writing didn't complement the scenes or performance that is happening, Ravi Teja's energy, fun, banter, all of that, it kind of, I wouldn't call it a comeback, it reminded me what is the potential that Ravi Teja once had and how I used to enjoy watching Ravi Teja on big screen. The performances of other actors also like Ashika, Ranganath, Dimple, Hayathi, largely in terms of performance, the movie is good, but both of them look really good in songs, Ashika Ranganath and Dimple Hayathi, and the steps also, choreography and the way they were dancing, it looked beautiful to watch on screen. Though the placement could have been better, but watching them on screen dancing was really good. Cinematography, visually the movie looks very pleasing. Again, comedy in some portions, yes. Sunil, I think after a very long time I've enjoyed Sunil's comedy portions. That largely worked, though the backstory that is given to Sunil's character regarding kerosene, I don't want to give you spoilers, but that didn't work for me. I think that falls into the low-hanging fruit jokes category and it didn't work for me at all. But overall, Sunil's comedy more than anybody else largely worked for me, and some pieces here and there, that DJ remix song, I know it is very cliche, but I think I had fun watching that. Now getting into the things that didn't work for me in the film, comedy. See, director Kishore Tirumala from Nenu Shailaja, or if you take Unnadi Okate Zindagi, there is some amount of sensibility even in the kind of jokes that he has written. So I was genuinely not expecting these kind of jokes. Yeah, it might land, it might cater to certain section of audience. It was too sketchy. It felt like everything is staged. Satya's portion, whether it is him as an assistant to Ashika Ranganath's character, or whether it is in the second half, the dumb charades portion. I think Gabbar Singh is the inception of this dumb charades kind of scenes, and I think it is getting a little too much. It felt very force-fitted into the narrative. So there are a lot of comedic angles like this where it feels very forced. So for example, there is this mall sequence, okay, where Ravi Teja and Ashika Ranganath's character are in the mall, and Dimple Hayathi with her friend is also in that mall. So the chaos that unravels in that mall, right, it felt fresh, it felt nice. I had genuine good laughs in that sequence. There are some moments around Ravi Teja like this which works. So that is the kind of comedy that we expect. But in 2026 also, if the comedy is like, hey, apara, these kind of very cliche theatrical dialogues, though there is Vennala Kishore, though there is Satya, so lot of comedic actors, but the jokes don't land. Now the next thing is the way the themes were handled. Yeah, the movie's agenda is to make you laugh, not to take seriously. Infidelity is still a very tricky topic. It is touchy, it is sensitive. Yeah, I was not having a problem with the way the jokes were written around it, the chaos was written around it, because I was waiting for the climax to actually address this and how they are going to address it. So I was pretty much okay with the film, but the interval portion, staging, acting, dialogue delivery, performance, there is a scene where Ravi Teja's character reveals the truth to Ashika Ranganath's character. The idea behind why the staging, the dialogue delivery, what is the reason behind that scene being a certain way was not clearly communicated. It felt so out of place, and after that interval, I was not able to come back, join the entertainment ride of the film. And that kept happening in the second half. Okay, it was going to the climax. And mild spoilers, in the climax, correct me if I am wrong, he will accept that it is his mistake that he was cheating on his wife and he didn't tell her. And also, he is telling this to Ashika Ranganath. You should also be blamed because you look like Monica Bellucci. I mean, like, seriously, that is your justification for infidelity. And not just there, the movie still escalates. After that, also, some suicide attempt kind of, I don't know in what tangent, the movie suddenly feels it wrapped up, and then there is no logical explanation, there is nothing, very problematic to say the least. Music by Beams also, it works, it is a hit and a miss. Overall, like I said, there are some jokes, there are some portions where you feel that yeah, there is vintage Ravi Teja brewing, but other than that, like I said, if your bar is so low that if Ravi Teja's films are better than the previous outings, it is definitely better, but is it a good entertainer? I don't think so. If you watched Bhartha Mahasayulaku Wignyapthi, which is BMW, what is your review? Mention that in the comments below. We did watch Manashankar Varaprasad Garu. That public reaction and review is also on the channel, and Raja Saab review and reaction is also on the channel, and Parashakti's review also will be on the channel, and tomorrow Anaganaga Okaraju review will also be on the channel. Do not miss any of that. Like, share and subscribe. And most importantly, we would like to we read all the comments. If you explain what is your experience of the film, what is your review, we read, we enjoy, and we like to interact with our audience through our comment section. So make sure you mention your review in the comment section below. With that, with Sanjay Ponappa, this is Maruthi Acharya, and you're watching India Today.